Playoffs the previous 6 years, haven't been to the finals in 10 years. That's an eternity for the Lakers. They're just, such one of the all-time successful franchises. And they have come out in game one of their first final appearance in 10 years and just been so impressive. This is the Lakers as a franchise 32nd NBA Finals appearance.
And Coach, I know I always ask you to go one way, but I'm going to, if you're Eric Spoelstra, you dominated game one. I mean, if you're Frank Vogel, you dominated game one. What's your message to your guys after this game?
Well, I think you'd want to get off to a quicker start. You don't want to ease into the game. But I would say, if we play right, we're better. If they're wounded right now, we have to take them out.
Mike, this guy was an outstanding coach. I can testify. I mean, a brilliant basketball mind and a great guy to play for.
Absolutely. His hero shot blocked. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Olynyk kicks it back out. Nunn trying to keep his rhythm going. Boy, Kendrick Nunn off the bench. One of the few bright spots for the Miami Heat. He's played 15 minutes. He has 15 points. But it's been all Lakers here in game one. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, terrific rejection.
And he's scowling.
Well, a reminder, upcoming NBA and WNBA Finals schedule. The WNBA Finals, they'll have game one Friday on ESPN2. Tip-off shortly after 7. The Seattle Storm, the Las Vegas Aces. And then game two of this series Friday on ABC. Tip-off shortly after 9. Game 3 will be Sunday on ABC with an earlier time. Tip-off shortly after 7:30. The key is, how do the Heat turn this around? A big question going into game 2 was the health of Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic. Both had to leave the game with injuries here tonight.
Right. So the health is number one. The second part is they're going to have to find their defensive game. And then they need Nunn or Olynyk, one of the two, to be able to give them a boost offensively off the bench, because Iguodala, that's not really his role, and it's not Solomon Hill's role. So you can't just rely on Tyler Hero off the bench to spark your offense, particularly when a guy like Duncan Robinson, who has been so important, wasn't able to score in this game.
I also look at it, and it's a series of adjustments. Also, if Bam is healthy, I expect to see the Miami Heat go a little bit big more often to give them a chance to defend Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and LeBron's pressure.
Kuzma comes up with it. Quinn Cook has come into the game.
J.R. Smith and Jared Dudley as well.
So Frank Vogel expectedly emptying his bench. Markieff Morris misses. Hero the rebound, and we're under a minute to go. And again, those injuries, not a lot of time, as the finals through the first 4 games every other day. Foul on the pass.
Lakers foul on number 21, J.R. Smith.
Davis just continues his numbers in the playoffs. Only played in 2 of his first 7 seasons with New Orleans. 1 year they were swept, another year made the second round, but he's averaging almost 30 per game in the playoffs for his career, and had a 34-point game tonight as Jones gets a nice feed and throws it down. And James just continues to put up these numbers night in and night out that, as Mark said earlier, sometimes we take for granted. And Cook throws in a 3. Cook, who got himself a ring with the Golden State Warriors. Hill misses. Kuzma the rebound, and they will dribble it out. The Los Angeles Lakers take game 1 of these NBA Finals. Here in the bubble, they continue their excellent play. A dominant victory led by their 2 stars. The final score is an 18-point advantage, but they led by as many as 32. Jimmy Butler, meanwhile, at 23 points.